And I happen to be a big fan because of my wonderful girlfriend that makes me watch television shows that I start out not liking, and all of a sudden by episode 3 I'm balled up on the couch just into it as Cheetos with favorite characters. The Bachelor. I'm not talking about The Bachelor, but yes, I love The Bachelorette. RuPaul's Drag Race. It's fucking awesome. It's about a bunch of they're men, they're guys, and they do drag. And you know what? They're fucking good at it. And they make a ton of money doing it.
I will admit,
I don't care
want to
about
see
that.
one of those shows.
They're all fun. All they talk about is love and fun, and they all get together and they do makeup and they make their own dresses, and that's a community. They have that.
Yeah.
That's okay. But those guys aren't running off to join the fucking military,
and they're also not pushing it on people,
or costing us exactly, or costing us. They have normal lives. They go work normal lives as men. Yeah. No makeup. They go do whatever they want, and most of them are wildly successful. And none of them want a sex change. They just know that they're just gay and they like the way high heels fit. That's it. Wouldn't it be amazing if somebody did a sex change and all of a sudden they're sitting there with a brand new pair of knockers and they thought to themselves, shit, I might have just been gay.
That's happened.
That happens a lot. LGBT community has a higher suicide rate than any other group in America. Any other group.
Why is that? Why do you think it is?
Because nothing will make them happy. They seem to be the community that can find $100 and complain that it wasn't $1,000.
Yeah.
And I don't know any transgender people, so a lot of my opinion is based on fiscal responsibility only. I'll say this for the 7th time. I respect their ability to do whatever it is they want, whatever it is they think is going to make them happy. Go for it and do it. I'm not paying a damn dime for it. Because as it is, teachers, firemen, EMT, and police officers are far underpaid.
Oh, God, yes.
I could name a list longer than this entire legal pad of paper of people that are underpaid in America.
Me? I'm one of them.
Moving on. That's what I think about it.
Good. I like it.
I don't care. It just better not cost me a dime.
That is how all Americans should feel.
And if somebody's listening to this, they're probably, that is a transgender, which is probably fucking rare that they're going to listen to this one. They probably hate me because I don't agree with every single thing that they're saying. You have to be able to disagree with people, shake hands, and walk away at the end.
And that brings you to this point. Is that video I sent you to watch so we can have this thing? At the end of it, she didn't shake his hand because he didn't agree with her. Grow up, grow a pair of balls or ovaries or whatever you want, and shake a hand. Who cares if you agree with them or disagree with them?
It's not like the kid saying, babies don't deserve to live, change my mind. No. Some babies don't deserve to live.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
As long as you don't push it on me, I don't care.
I just hate that it's an issue. Because it is an issue. It's divisive.
It's sad that this is an
and
issue.
another thing is Republicans jump all in on it. It's like the abortion issue. Abortion is legal. A Republican in America should never answer a question or give an opinion on abortion again because it's legal. And it's been legal for 40 years. Get over it. But Mitt Romney, when Mitt Romney was running for president, I think in 2012, a reporter asked him, "What's your opinion on Roe v. Wade?" And he said, "It doesn't matter my opinion. It's legal.
Yeah.
That's all we have to talk about." Next question. Why is that so hard? Why are we still against things that have been legalized 40 years ago? That's almost exactly like somebody standing up and saying, prohibition would have worked. We should still do it. No, it was crazy. And it didn't work.
That's the problem with America. That's the problem with a lot of people. They just want they can't compromise.
Exactly. And that goes back to the whole, not pointing people out, but this group that we're talking about is that group that cannot compromise. Everything has to be for them.
There are a lot of groups that can't compromise, but yes, they're guilty. They're guilty of it.
They're probably, there are other groups that do it, but they're probably the most guilty of this. Because like Morgan said, you can give them $100 and they'll complain that it's not $1,000. You give them, let's say the LGBT, you gave them gay marriage and now they're complaining because you can't get a sex change in the army.
Or you can't, not necessarily the army, that you can't have state-funded sex change surgery.
Yeah. They're going to find something to complain about until they get everything that they want. But why should we go all out and please 0.3% of Americans to displease the other 99.8%. 7, sorry. Yeah, thank you. 99.7% of Americans. There comes to a point where you can maybe, when it's 0.3%, you can maybe get 1 or 2 things you want. So pick what you want. Gay marriage. That's a perfect thing. Go ahead. I don't care. I think gay marriage is genetic. I think it's that way because when you look at twins, normally they're both gay if one of them's gay.
Well, I don't know about that.
A lot of times.
I just don't.
A lot of times.
I didn't mean
When
to
it comes to
I didn't mean to sound doubting. What I should have said is, I've never thought about that.
Yeah. But when it comes to transgenders, whatever, me personally, I think it's something in your brain.
It's definitely something in your brain.
It's something in your brain. But does that make them less of a person? No.
No.
Because if you're psychotic, it doesn't. It depends what you do makes you less of a person, but normally it doesn't. If you hear voices, it doesn't make you less of a person. It just makes you different.
Schizophrenic.
Yeah. I completely forgot where I was going with this point because I went completely off tangent for a little bit.
The LGBTQ community has to understand that you're not going, and it's okay if I don't think exactly the way they do. And they get mad and irate and start yelling in people's faces when they don't exactly see everything that they... I could go to an LGBT community person, a member of the LGBT community, and say, I think it's okay and I agree with your frame, your mind frame and your lifestyle. But I just don't want to pay anything extra for it. And they would lose their flipping mind.
And they have to also...
After I just told them that I agree with and I'm siding with them on their way of life.
And they also have to understand that if a male wants to be a female and called she, her, whatever those damn pronouns are, and you call him a... whatever. If you call him a he, that's not an act of violence. That's an honest mistake. Because for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, people who have penises, you call them he, him, or his.
Yeah. So I worked at a store, and I'm not going to say the name of the store just because. When I was in my freshman year of college, I got a job at this like pharmacy-style store, and I was a cashier. And a person came through my line, and they were tall. The person was about 6'1". They had short, cropped hair. They had they didn't have facial hair, but they had a strong, boned face, wide shoulders, no pronounced chest. Flannel shirt on with work boots, and I gave them their total and I gave them their change back, and I said, "Thank you, sir. Have a nice day." And the person looked at me and said, "Sir." I said, "Yeah. I said, "Thank you." And they said, "I'm a woman." And I said, "I'm so sorry. I've had a long day. I'm sorry. I'm looking at change and everything. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry." But in reality, it looked like a fucking man. And I said, "Sir," because they looked like a man. Am I sorry? Yes, of course I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call them a man. But sometimes mistakes happen.
Yeah.
And if I misgender somebody, if I accidentally say she instead of they, or he instead of they, or whatever I'm supposed to say, that is a mistake. That is not... And now if there are people out there going, like when people say Caitlyn Jenner, people say Bruce.
Me.
Bruce.
Me.
I don't want to talk about that because that is... a little flamboyant.
That's too controversial.
It's flamboyant. It doesn't matter. Call them she. Whatever. Give them what they want. Okay? Because you just said 5 minutes ago. You just said can't get everything that you want.
Once he won Woman of the Year, that was it for me. That was it for me. I don't get. It's back to Bruce. Before that, okay, whatever. Be happy what you want.
But
he is not a woman.
But you just said they can't get everything they want. Give them one thing.
They got gay marriage.
Caitlyn Jenner's against gay marriage. Caitlyn Jenner voted for Donald Trump. Caitlyn Jenner changed the mind of the rest of the Kardashian and Jenner and West family on Donald Trump. That's not who we should fight with.
Does she have a period? Wow, I actually said she.
Oh, see how a mistake can happen?
Yeah,
randomly because we're in a
heated debate.
Yes. A mistake happens. It's not an act of violence.
There you go. There's our exact thing.
The idea that if I accidentally say he or she or whatever is the same as punching someone in the face and clearing them out is ridiculous. Punching someone in the face is assault and is ridiculous, and you should never do that to anybody unless they're touching kids or killing somebody or something like that. But it's not the same as if I accidentally say he to someone who looks like a man.
Brown, I feel like you've been quiet I honestly forgot you were on the phone for a second. I mean, like, I was so into this with
you guys
Morgan.
were on a nice roll. I didn't want to break that up.
That was a
nice
good roll.
roll.
That was a really good roll. High five to that.
Like, I didn't want to stop you because, like, I'm just agreeing with you. Like, yeah, like, mistakes happen. Like, see, I'm just a sensible person. Like, I feel like most people are sensible people, and we're having this conversation because the minority is just super loud and will not take any, like you said, will not stop until they have everything, and they can't allow to compromise.
Yeah. And I don't like it because, again, the whole Bruce thing. Sure, I called him Caitlyn until the whole Women of the Year thing, because then that's starting to push it on people.
That's just flamboyant. Give them what they want because they want you to say, no, that's Bruce. They want you to say that because that fuels their argument. If you say, yeah, that's Caitlyn, she's Caitlyn now. It gives
It doesn't matter if there's a sex change or not.
Listen,
He's still a dude.
It's like
with
like
a
this.
vagina, a fake vagina,
it's
an
like
inverted penis. That's all he is. That's all she is. If you want me to be correct, is she is a dude with an inverted penis that looks like a vagina.
Have you ever argued with someone that maybe it's a mom or a brother or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever? I know you don't have a boyfriend, but just go with my argument. Have you ever argued with someone that has to have the last word?
That's me.
You know what's even better than getting the last word? Letting them have the last word. They boil up and their head comes up.
Oh yeah, I do that.
When you are talking to someone and you allow them and you change to meet their demands on something small, and you say something like, "Yeah, I agree with that." All this other bullshit is ridiculous and you know it, but I agree with that. I'll call her a she. It drives them out of their mind because they want you. It goes against their narrative if you are open-minded about it and you will change the way you approach them. I'm not talking about not calling he or she on purpose. I'm talking about when you make a mistake. If you're that's the same as someone calling you she and be like, no, you're a she.
I've had that
You're
happen
a she.
before. I didn't give a shit.
You're not a
Just
she.
when I had long hair.
You had a full fucking lumberjack beard.
I do.
What do you mean someone called you a
Literally
she?
from the back. I was at work and I was talking to somebody, and the person came up and was like, "Hey, ladies." I turned around. I was like, "Oh, hey,
Well, yeah,
dude."
you had long hair. That's different.
Yeah, I had long hair. And she saw the beard. Like, "Oh, my bad." I'm like, I didn't give a shit. I laughed about it.
I don't know. I guess that's one thing that I'm slightly left on. Just give it to them. There are honest to God problems in the country. There are honest to God problems in everyday life. Just give it to them. Just give it to them.
Who's him? Bruce?
I said them. Just give it to them.
Oh, I haven't heard him.
EM, slang for them.
Yeah.
That's my opinion on it.
Give it to him.
Give what?
Don't do that.
No, I'm serious. I'm not going like
Oh.
Calling them by what they would ask to be called by. If you make a mistake, that's not assault. It's a fucking mistake. You can't accidentally kick somebody in the forehead. Like, that's not... You can't
you
accidentally...
can't accidentally do that.
No, you can't.
You walk
Why
by
are
them,
you
they're
kicking
laying
in
on the
public?
ground. If they're laying on the ground, you
That's
walk
a
by
mistake.
them.
I'm talking about a roundhouse in somebody's ear hole. Like, you can't accidentally tackle someone. Like, that was verbatim. You meant to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there are people that... Super right-wing people that are saying it's ridiculous. They should never be able to do any of that. They should lock them up. Give them an island. Let them live on the island. It's not 1930 anymore.
We don't want another Australia.
Oh, no. Apparently to flat earthers, Australia's a myth and no one's ever been to a place called Australia.
Flat earthers. That's just another thing. I want to have a podcast where we have a flat earther on.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it. Get 'em
Nick,
on.
are you a flat earther?
Boy. No.
Dang it.
I thought he was going to say,
There's
There's
like, we're
no
having this talk
proof.
right now. We're having
there's
this talk right
no
now.
proof.
Some people are just stupid. Hence flat earthers. That's just okay. If I had to pick any topic that's beyond stupid, beyond comprehensible, that's flat earthers.
Water is wet.
Water is not wet.
Oh,
We
God, no,
agreed on
not this
that.
again.
We agreed on that.
I know, I just
No.
get flamboyant. See how annoying it is when someone's flamboyant on purpose just to get you mad?
I don't get mad. I get passionate.
Here's
Irate.
my ending statement on transgender. If you look like an old man,
You are an old man.
don't be mad when someone calls you sir or he or him. Just correct them and move on. Hit a treadmill. Get a toupee.
What?
Do something fucking different with your life.
What's the odds you'll ever see that person again?
What's the what?
Feedback. what's the odds? Like, is